That movie reminds me of real life. That's real to real. If you enjoy the video, hit the like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe.
Okay, welcome to another episode of Real to Real, where I go over movies and TV shows and basically visual art that I see that, and I just talk about like how that relates to real life. How before you go to watch the movie, basically like I want you to go into the movie with a certain perspective, right? So I myself am an artist. I'm more of a writer than like a person that draws. I actually got a couple books. You could look me up, check out my books, Poetic Suicide and Human Nature, Seven Sons on Amazon, Google Play. I think it's on Apple too. You could get the book. But right. So when I watch movies and I watch TV shows, I'm like, I don't want to say I'm looking for subliminal messages, but I'm essentially like I'm looking at the art as an artist. Like, what is the artist trying to tell me? What is the person who wrote this, who directed this? What are they trying to say to us as a society, as a people, as a group, as whatever? What is the message that they want to give to us, right? And so today I finally watched Joker 2. In which case, I saw the first movie. I thought the first one was pretty good. It was, it's like, it was a good movie. I liked the first Joker. The second movie, I thought that was actually pretty interesting too. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to play the trailer or if I'm not, because some of my reel to reels, when I show the trailer for a movie, they like trip on me. So I'm gonna still stick to what I usually do, which is show the trailer and then I talk about it afterwards. But I think I'll probably change it up and play the trailer and talk through the trailer as well. I might just start doing that, right? But yeah, let's play the trailer.
Hey Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have. Let's get out of here.
It's that connection right there. With a desire for human connection.
What the world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Tell us, what's changed, Arthur?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
I want to see the real you.
So I didn't get to write any notes on Joker 2. In which case, usually in my Notion, I would write notes about the movie as I'm watching the movie. And let me say now, as I rewatched the trailer, after watching the movie, it definitely gives you a different vibe. Like the movie is like the trailer, but it's really not. So, a couple things to touch on. One, this movie reminds me of Baby Reindeer, the TV show on Netflix, which I'm supposed to make a reel-to-reel on that. If I remember, I think I said, yep, right there, Baby Reindeer. I was supposed to make a reel-to-reel. And essentially, the movie is about human connection. Like, that is the desire. So how the first movie was more about being unseen and being angry about being unseen and just lashing out at the world, this movie to me is more about human connection, being unseen and the desire and the need to connect with another person. But then like how you want to connect with somebody, but the connection that you're making is based on someone that you're not. So how you pretend to be somebody, like let's say you're a good guy, but you're pretending to be a bad boy because you think that's how you'll get girls. And now a girl likes you because she thinks you're a bad boy. And like the whole facade, it doesn't fall apart, but it's tiring. You get tired of being this person that you're not. So eventually you decide, I don't want to be this person anymore. I don't want to pretend to be the bad boy because I'm not a bad boy. And she doesn't like you anymore because you're not a bad boy. And then like you decide, well, you know, I'll be the bad boy because I don't want you to stop liking me. So I'll be this person. But now she's like, no, because now I know you're pretending. That's not really who you are. And I don't want to be with you because that's not really who you are. I want to be with someone who's actually a bad boy, right? Who believes in the ideas of being a bad boy. And this movie just reminds me of human connection. Even in the trailer, when you see her reach out to touch his hand and then she pulls her hand back. That's like how people are nowadays. They want to connect with another person. They desire it. They're hungry for it. And they will make the attempt and then they stop. They pull back and they like, no, I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look dumb. Yo, I think that's crazy. Yo, me personally, if I like you, I'm going to say it. If I want to reach out, I'm going to reach out. If I want to connect, I'm going to try to connect. And, you know, sometimes it backfires on you, sometimes it don't. And depending on who you meet and who you talk to, they might want to connect with you too. And so now you have that connection. Now, obviously, you have the people that want to connect but are so toxic and self-destructive that they essentially destroy that connection, or they block themselves off from actually connecting with another person, which falls into different attachment styles and things of that nature. But Joker 2, man, yeah, this movie to me was more about connection, kind of like the TV show Baby Reindeer. Like I said, that whole show is about that show is more about wanting to be seen, which is like in Joker 1. But Joker 2 is more about connection. Oh, and then at the beginning of the Joker 2 movie, the animation, pay attention to that, because that animation is essentially the story. It's like I said, it's about wanting to, it's the story of the first movie, wanting to be seen, and shadow work. Like how your shadow, this fake facade, this person inside you, this the part of you that you have been trying to conceal is not you, but it will take over and it becomes your personality. Like someone who gets hurt, or I'll use my own example, your baby mama dies, and like you make that your whole personality. Now you're just bitter and angry at the world, and you're like, I'm never gonna love again, I'm never gonna connect with another person, I'm never, because you're grieving over the life that you could have had. So you push away all these new people that want to make a life with you, until eventually you break free of this fake person that you've been pretending to be, the grieving self, your shadow self. You break free of that and you become the real person that you truly are. You embrace your real self. And that animation at the beginning is like a perfect example, a perfect visual artistry of what I'm talking about, right? Allowing the pain and the hurt to become your personality, and you having to break free from that and free yourself of that to be the real you, to show the real you, and how that shadow person will essentially disappear when the consequences come up for being that shadow person. And like, Joker 2 was pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. It ain't in my top 5 greatest movies, but it wasn't bad. To me, again, it was more about connecting with another person. I like the ending. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the ending. Oh, and then another thing that the movie showed me was like how, again, energy is so contagious. Like how you can spread insanity, you can spread chaos, you can spread hurt and mistrust and pain and agony. You can literally spread that to other people. The movie talks about, you know, how prisons are horrible places, how you're mistreated, how everyone doesn't want to be looked down on. You could be a guard guarding over prisoners, and if the prisoner looks down on you, you don't like that. That pisses you off. Just like if you're a prisoner and the guard looks down on you, you don't like that. That pisses you off. No one wants to be looked down on, to be perceived as less than, because it's like, what are you talking about? I'm a person just like you. I'm going through life just like you. You ain't better than me. But you know, who is the best amongst us? Who are the best people on this planet? The people that are essentially true believers in the one true God. Those are the best people. The people who sacrifice their lives for God. These are the best people amongst all of us, because we're all only alive to worship God. But yeah, man, Joker 2 is pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like this. So I'm gonna be dropping more reel to reels, because that's something that I also like. I like my reel to reels. I like talking about movies and how, and I ain't gonna spoil. I don't spoil any of the movies. I just talk about like concepts to go into the movie in your mind, thinking about and having in your mind to know that, okay, let me look out for these hidden messages and things of that nature. And with that being said, thanks for watching another episode of Real to Real. And let's all remember, man, we all out here trying to do the same thing. Survive and be happy. Y'all stay blessed.